What is up, beautiful people? TJ here with another episode. Today I want to talk about some of the pitfalls of liquidation reselling. A lot of people don't talk a lot about some of the bad things that kind of go with liquidation. Not necessarily bad things, but things that are less than desirable. A lot of times, we show what sold and we show, oh, we found this and we paid this much for it and we can sell it for this much. But there's a lot that goes into buying liquidation. There's a lot that goes into like reselling. So I want to kind of talk about 3 things that I think people need to pay attention to if they're going to get into reselling, specifically liquidation, because that's what we do. And so yeah, let's get into it. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is understanding what you are actually going to be getting. That's going to be if you are getting liquidation pallets, or if you're getting mystery boxes, or if you are getting manifested lots. There's a lot that goes into the different types of liquidation, the different types of items that you can get. So let's get into the different types of liquidation. So whether you're getting a pallet or a box or a manifested lot, you do want to make sure that you're getting the best bang for your buck. There could be broken items. There could be items that's missing pieces. It's all about looking at the percentage of items that are going to be sellable. So here is the list of the different types of liquidation that you can get. So the first type is going to be new or like new. These are going to be brand new, shiny, fresh, should be. The next type is going to be unexpected returns. There could be some duds in there. And then the next type is going to be salvage. And that's going to be the highest risk with maybe the best reward. So we're going to get into the new stuff, new or like new first. These should be untouched and they should be brand new. Now, that doesn't mean that every one of the items are going to be perfect, because sometimes they're advertised as new or like new and they're not. So you do have to check these items to make sure that they have everything in them and that they are not broken, or you could find yourself in some big trouble when you send your customers the order. So take the time to look at these items to make sure that they are correct. The next type is going to be unexpected returns. This could be a game changer for you if you are used to getting new stuff, because unexpected returns, you generally can get them for a lower cost. So you want to make sure that you're looking at the items, and you may have to get different pieces and parts and put them together to make a whole set, or you may have to fix them or repair them. Sometimes it's going to take some research to do that. So the next one is salvage, and that's going to be items that may or may not be broken. You don't really know until you go and you look at it, but you don't want to have any bombs out there to bring your store down. So salvage items, make sure you test everything before you send them out, because you could have a huge win with those. So that is everything for liquidation types. So whatever you choose to purchase, whatever you choose to go with, just make sure you understand what you're going to be actually getting. And the items, they could vary, even if they say they're new, if they say they're chef pools, we've had new lows before that just wasn't good, that had, they said they were new and then we got them and some of them were open. We still had to test stuff. So you really just need to make sure that you know exactly what you're getting, and then you hold the liquidation company accountable for those types of items. Now, liquidation is one of those things where if you buy something and it's not necessarily exactly what they said they were going to give you, it's not like buying something from Walmart. That's why we always tell people to build a business relationship with liquidators and people that they're doing business with, because that is going to be instrumental to making sure that you are getting the best bang for your buck, and they're not going to try to screw you or anything out of your money. So make sure that you know what you're going to be getting. All right, the next thing to think about is understanding where you are going to sell your items. Now, we sell primarily on eBay, but there's so many different other platforms that you can sell on. You can sell on Mercari, you can sell on Depop, you can sell on Facebook Marketplace. There's so many different other marketplaces that you can sell on, but each place generally has a specific type of thing that you can sell there. So eBay is pretty much like a catch-all. You can sell pretty much anything on eBay. There are some restrictions, but for the most part, you can sell anything, old, new, used, vintage, whatever, on eBay. Now, there may be a bigger market for those items on a different platform. So if you're selling clothing it may be more beneficial for you to sell on Poshmark, because Poshmark is a clothing, app, a clothing selling platform. So if you are selling a lot of clothes, then you may need to understand, how to use the Poshmark platform. We do not use Poshmark because we don't sell a lot of clothes. Not saying that we wouldn't ever sell clothes, it's just something that we don't do. But if you are selling a lot of clothes, or if you're selling a lot of shoes, I know shoes do really well on Mercari. So just kind of doing the research to understand where you're going to be actually selling your items. So for us, we do liquidation, and sometimes we get pallets and sometimes we get manifested lots. And then some of the items that we get on the pallets are not really good for eBay because they're large, they're big items. So when we buy those items, or when we buy those pallets, we know that we're going to sell those items on Facebook Marketplace. So when you're looking at the items that you are about to purchase, you need to look at where you're going to be selling it, the fees that are associated, and how you're going to kind of offload those items. So whenever we go to buy these pallets that may have bigger items on it, microwaves, air fryers, different things like that are, still sell really good, but an air fryer, you may only be able to get $50 for it. How much is shipping going to be? So why would you sell that on like eBay? So we look at those different platforms that we're going to sell on and understand how much those items are going to cost to sell. So the last thing I want to talk about is having unrealistic expectations about reselling or liquidation as a general. So I think one thing that we always tell people is that you should not have much expectations, especially if you don't know a lot about the place that you're ordering stuff from. If you are ordering from a new liquidator, or you see a mystery box place pop up, have very low expectations at first. Do your research first, see if there's some unboxings online. Talk to different customers maybe that have bought from those companies. There's a lot of Facebook groups. There's a lot of places where you can reach out to people that may have actually purchased from this place, and Facebook is a really good resource to use if you are doing reselling, because they have a lot of different liquidators are on there, especially if they're local to you or if they're local to a local area. You can go on there and sometimes they have Facebook groups. You can go join their Facebook group, you can join their Facebook page, and then you will see other people that have purchased from this place, and you can see those real-time reviews of those items. Now, you're not going to be able to do that with every place, because every company has to start from somewhere. So if it's a new liquidation company, they may not have no reviews out there. They may not have a Facebook page set up. So, it's really going to have to be you taking a risk and you understanding that you could lose the money that you go and invest in this liquidation pallet or this box lot or this load or whatever, because that's just how it is sometimes, and that's really a hard pill to swallow, because I know it's your money that you're paying. This is not money that you want to just throw in the garbage, but you have to remember that this is a liquidation industry, and in the liquidation industry, there are going to be times where you're going to lose. You're going to lose money. You're going to fail, and you just kind of got to pick yourself up and move on. All right, so that's going to be it for today, guys. If you like these types of videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Also hit that bell icon so you get notifications whenever I release new videos. Make sure you put questions down in the description, or make sure you put questions down in the comment section of this video if you want me to make videos about, if you have specific questions that you want me to make videos about, and I can do that. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.